Tramell, three-time author. Depression is reality. However, conquering depression, it is a mission. My first book is titled Walking in Faith During a Storm. It's truly filled with inspiring words of encouragement to help empower others in conquering depression, all through Christ. MHD, mental health disorder, is severe throughout the nation. My second book is titled Powerful Faith While Conquering Principalities. It's based on true life chronicles and will provide tools and resources to help assist families in dealing with loved ones experiencing MHD, in coping with their behavioral circumstance of mental health disorder. Both books, Walking in Faith During a Storm and Powerful Faith While Conquering Principalities, are both available on Amazon online bookstore. That's Amazon.com. Get your copies today. It will bless you. As I leave you with this thought for today, do not allow any evil forces to overwhelm your state of mindset. Be blessed.
That's right, we're back. TLB Productions presents The Shell of a Man, August 29th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on pay-per-view at statusnetwork.net. The unscripted stage play is coming to your living room. No need to mask up or leave the house. We're bringing reality theater to you. There will be laughs, tears, and memories that will make you understand the past of these men that make them the man that they are today. Created by Miss Tina Bridges. The Shell of a Man. Tickets on sale right now. Don't miss out. See you soon.
All right, y'all, and welcome to Nights with Temptation with WKDT 422 Lit Radio. I have a special guest today, DJ Stargaze. I'm going to be bringing on here. We're going to talk a little bit about what is going on over in her world, and find out what events that she has coming up and what she has going on over there at Uptown Comedy, y'all. So I'm about to go ahead and bring DJ Stargaze on. We're going to talk a little bit.
What's going on? What's going on?
There we go. What's up with you?
What's up?
Introduce yourself.
So what we gonna do is just first and foremost, we're gonna give a shout out to all my trans people. I am a trans male, so I know a lot of people like to she me sometimes, and that's cool because I love all shades and genders. But
that'd be me, y'all. That would be me, y'all.
I'm a whole transformed dude, but it's all love, man. I got female tendencies all day, so it's all good. So much love to you, sis. How you feeling?
I am doing good.
We good. DJ Stargaze here. Just got through doing an artist event yesterday at Green Light at Uptown, which is the lounge right next to Uptown Comedy Corner, and it was really, really, it was different. Sorry about that. It was different. I had the opportunity to get a lot of local talent there from that side of town, from the south side of town. I was able to meet some new, fresh faces that I haven't seen where I used to be at DJing and around that crowd. So it was a nice vibe to network with some new people, get some fresh music, and some new insight into how some things work in different parts of Atlanta as far as music goes.
That's what's up. Can you give them the address over there and the time again? While you're doing that, I'm actually going to put up the flyer. Let me see. Do I have the flyer for it? I don't. So go ahead and let them know about that.
Got you. I'm at 397 North Central Park. Well, over there in Hateville. And that is 397 North Central Parkway in Hateville. And that is right next door to Uptown Comedy Corner. Literally, it's one building, but it's two separate entities. One's the comedy club, and the other side is the lounge.
The actual club. And I got mixed up myself.
So they have connecting doors. So usually when people are finished at the comedy club, they'll stroll on over to the lounge for some drinks and music and some chill time. and as well as they have their theme nights is what I'm doing there. So I'll be there tomorrow night, Saturday for the turn up, and I'm there every Thursday and Saturday night.
That's what's up. Not only do you have that going on, but you have your own show called the Motive, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's
Can you give
my
us a little bit history on that, please? Because I mean that is a dope show, guys. If y'all are not paying attention, y'all need to go ahead and follow him, or go ahead and get on that and look at what he has to say. Because I mean he's bringing the pain on that
I
show.
appreciate that. No, you know what it was? It was I'm really heavy into listening to podcasts. Uh, it's just when I was a kid, I always saw myself as being on the radio, and that didn't pan out right. I went to school for mass media for like a half a year before I switched to sociology major, and the reasoning and all that is too much to get it into, but basically just wanting to still use the platform of some type of radio uh like a type of radio outlet and still be able to send certain messages. I did spoken word my whole entire college career, and I always was active. I used to do sit-ins. I used to go and march and all that stuff when I was younger. So after when the COVID was going on, around all this different things that are going on with our politics, with the Black Lives Matter movement, just everything in general. I wanted to talk about it with my peers, not necessarily for any type of following or anything, but just because I feel like we weren't giving each other the safe place to discuss things without being judged, because social
Hmm.
media is nasty, and we weren't allowing to hear each other to hear each other's voices if we weren't famous, and I didn't like that. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So I have a plethora of people around me that are very educated in whether in books or street life, entertainment world, the political world, and they have all this information that I'm getting. So I want to pass that on to my peers. And I have a lot of peers that are just, they, God bless their soul, but they're just like heavily into what the social media news articles are saying, and they go from there. And I kept seeing that, so I'm like, let me plant these people that have the right information or have some really good opinions about things, and let's see if we can pass along information that is useful and not hurtful and not misleading. And I'll just cover a variety of stuff. It's not all politics. We talk about mental health issues. We talk about sex. We talk about gender. We talk about, like, the other night I had myself and Carrie, shout out to Carrie QT, talking about nightlife after the COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
being able to go and be out in the clubs and in that life while people are, you know, ridiculing those that are in the entertainment industry being outside, why some of us have chosen to go back outside and continue what we were doing. And just so we can look at it at both sides. So that's kind of where that came from. Just being able to, with my peers, give them their voice, their flowers, their platform, pass on useful information to each other. Um, because we need to do that. We got to educate ourselves. Like, we rely on CNN and news and everything.
Right.
It's not going to work out. So I'm not like the smartest, the smartest cookie in the jar and all that, but I feel like I do have a lot of people around me that has some gems. So I like to share those gems.
That's what's up. So
Yeah.
getting into your DJing, I mean, I know that's one of your favorite loves right there. Can you tell everybody about how you got into that?
I am 13 years in. I started in 2000 and actually it was like 2005 where I started playing around with it. 2006, I decided to make it a something that'll be lucrative for me rather than just a hobby. Um, I was inspired by my father watching him DJ back in the 80s in New York City. He was in the military, but his side thing was DJing. He used to do several clubs out in the city. And as we moved to different parts of the country, he just kept doing that, making mixtapes with actual cassette tapes. And I was there organizing his records. He was telling me, basically coaching me on what mixes to make without even touching the turntable. So I was basically picking the music that he was going to go ahead and present on the mixtape. Um, that's how he educated me on blending and mixing. So I just got into that as a young kid, but for a business, I decided to do that in 2006. I was in New Jersey. Um, and bombed a couple clubs before I got better, and then moved out to Atlanta to start killing shit stuff. Sorry.
Got you. Oh, you good? You can say what you're gonna say. My show's unfiltered.
All right.
I'm after certain hours, so we're unfiltered. You good?
All
You are
right,
good.
bet.
So I had got some questions from some artists the other day when it came to submissions to DJs. Could you give us a little more insight to the artists about what it is that would be the correct way about going submitting to DJs?
Okay. If you are just trying to get your music played by a DJ and you want them to have your music and you find their email or their contact information, utilize that, yes, but have present it in such a fashion that we know that that's what you're doing. Like a lot of DJs don't really care for the trickery. Like, um, we're not reading a long heading, a story in the inbox. If you're just like, hey, I'm a local artist. My name is Blase Blase. I would like to share some music with you. Is that okay? Um, you can go ahead and send it, yes or no. But just reading that in general is presentable. Um, that like and asking for spins and everything. Don't try to align yourself that way. Just share the music and allow and just ask for feedback. That is like one of the best ways to do that with DJs. Uh, I would suggest when you do submit it to make sure that it's mastered and it's copywritten, because if the DJ does like it, they're going to play it. And with or without your permission, they're gonna play it. And so if it's not copyrighted, if there's something wrong with it, as far as like what your rights are to it,
Hmm.
we don't want you to get in trouble. But as a DJ, we don't know all that stuff, so I would suggest that too. Um, and it's important to have that master because you want it to sound incredible when we drop it. Also, don't try to give your music to DJs during their sets. That's horrible. That's like not good.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's only because you have to understand a lot of DJs are they're trying to be multitask oriented while they're spinning. So it may look like they're just standing there pressing buttons, whatever y'all want to say, playing with the turntables, but they're multitasking. There's a lot of things going on behind that DJ booth. If they're working for a venue, they're keeping up with announcements, birthdays, hosting, you know, light key security because they're watching the floor, watching
Right.
the crowd to see what music is going on or whatever. If they're doing an artist night, there's a lot of things going on. So um, just going up to a DJ trying to have a long-winded conversation to give your music to them during their set, I don't suggest it. I would do it very early on. Like
Hmm.
if you're gonna go to the club and hit the DJ, go early. Go
Right.
like right when the club opens. There's nobody there. They got a lot of time to talk to you. Or sit back and wait till the club's slightly closing down. You see the DJ winding down and getting ready to, last call it. That's a good time too to do that. But right in
Gotcha.
the middle of, I know you want to get your song played during the turn up, but it's not going to happen. It's
Hmm.
rarely going to happen. No. Um, Offering money to play for me is not really my thing. Because if I don't know what the song sounds like, it's a dead end horse for me.
Gotcha.
Money. Um, and for artist nights, just have a jump drive. That's the best thing I can say. Like emails is cool and all that. Let me plug in my phone and all that. Nah, just have a jump drive. I suggest all artists have a jump drive in their pocket everywhere they go.
Yeah, I hear
That's
a lot of DJs ask like, okay, if you're not because most artists are sending over not the MP3 formats, they're sending over iClouds, they're sending
yeah,
over s- uh, uh, all kind of stuff that you're not even able to get a download most of the time while they're inside of the club.
right. Because they're
Uh,
sending us YouTube links and SoundCloud links and um, sometimes studio, what they call them studio files, where they're not converted yet, so we can't even play it because it's blocked.
mhm.
That's why it's important to just have it on a jump drive. Send in a SoundCloud. I think artists think that we can just go and play the song from the site,
Right.
but even though our platforms may allow some of that, we're set up to play the venue. We're not
Mhm.
set up to play off of YouTube and SoundCloud and all these different things. Our sound and our mixers and everything is geared for that interface, Serato, virtual DJ, whatever we're using, and then whatever turntable set. So you send me a YouTube link, I can't play that right off
Mhm.
the and I'm not finna download it in the middle of doing everything. So if it's not an artist night, that's not a good look. Like, have a jump drive, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, have a jump drive. And what's cool about the jump drive, we can plug it in, we can pre-listen to it before we play it. So you might get a DJ that want to spin it that night. If you have a jump drive, it's easier for him to just listen to it right there.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
hear that a whole lot, especially with Jay. He's always like, "Well, where's your junk drive at?" And then they're like looking clueless on why they need that when they can just send a regular link. And I'm like, uh, when are y'all gonna learn that?
I,
How,
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
when are you gonna learn? I mean, if you get more than two DJs telling you that, you should have been by now then got it on the junk drive. You come back to the same DJ with the same no junk drive. It's like
Right.
crazy. I'm like, what are they thinking? I don't have a clue.
I also think it's gimmicky. I think a lot of them too want you to go and get it from there because it counts as a stream. You know what I'm saying? As once we go and click on that
Mhm.
and upload, it counts for them as a click. So they look for that as well. They want you to go to that because it
Mhm.
counts as a click for them. But like that's not a way to go about it, especially if you're asking us to do something for you involving playing your music. Um, and a lot of these kids are so much into like those platforms. They're like jump drive. Like you want me to do work when I can just push these buttons on this phone? Like they're not thinking about the whole aspect of it. But those who invest in themselves and
Right.
really get it have jump drives, like literally on their keychain, walk around with it, have something to pass
Right.
out, give
Right.
here, keep this. Nah, that's yours. That's all my music. So I think that's the dope way to go. It's like, man, you
Mhm.
can get a jump drive for like $5. Real talk.
Yeah. Real
You
cheap.
can get 16 gigs, $5. Put two, three, four, five songs on there. You good to go.
Right.
So yeah, yeah.
So if artists wanted to submit to you, where do they submit to?
DJ Stargaze at gmail.com. That's DJ STARGAYZE at gmail.com. I answer all my emails within 48 hours. Um, and if you're an artist and you want responses or whatever, yeah, just give me 48 hours. I'll respond to you and try to give you some feedback. I try to listen to everything I get in a timely manner because I know y'all passion is important. But yep, you can send it there. You can also follow me on Instagram with the same spelling, DJ Stargaze. I'm on Instagram, and you can inbox me any type of information if you want to through my DM, and I'll check some stuff out for you.
Is there anything else that you want to tell everybody that is on my platform that you believe that should be known or
I
said?
need y'all to know that this one right here is doing her thing out in the streets. All right, that's what I need y'all to know. Big shout out to All Access K, man. I love you. That's what I need y'all to know. She is out here doing 101,000 things at the
Aw.
same damn time and keeps moving and pushing. I see you and I love it. Just
You
check out the Motive,
going
man.
in
I'm
and
on
out.
every Saturday. Yeah,
You
just
going in and out, Star.
Oh, I'm out every Saturday, so just check me out on the Motive. I don't really have any announcements, man. Y'all be safe out there. Wear your mask.
Nope.
Take care of your mental space, and this it is what it is. Enjoy.
Oh, and make sure y'all hit DJ Stargaze up for that food too. Just so y'all know, go follow right now. She got that
Ah,
food for
yeah.
you.
I was
She
trying. I
got
was
that
trying to
food
keep
for
that.
y'all too.
I was trying
So
to keep that
um,
out because I was getting overwhelmed. I had a lot of orders last week. I said, "Oh man, I need to shut up for a minute and catch up." But yeah, man, y'all can hit me at Dum Dums Bill, man. I do some catering stuff on the side. So yeah, if you follow me on my page, you see all the links to everything I got going on. It's just a plethora of things that I got a lot of different hats that I wear. So just follow me on DJ Stargaze, man. I got my peers, my circle.
okay.
We out here. I love you.
That's what it is. Y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna give y'all a couple commercials, and that will conclude my show for today. Stargaze was my only exclusive interview. Some people just deserve to be on a platform of their own. So we're about to get into it. Y'all need to come out tonight. Our SSJ is over at Old. OG Hood Riches. And that's tonight at 9 o'clock. Y'all pull up on them. Let them know that our SSK sent you. And that will conclude what we got going on for today. Much love and peace to you.
Hey man, who got the juice? That's what I need to know. I need to know who got the juice. We on the third week. Look, pull up. Hood Rich Films. Friday, 9 o'clock. Be there. Yeah, I said it.